Hey, episode 2, start. All right. So, what did we do last time? Anyone remember?
Woke up in a place that wasn't ours.
True. Received armor
Mm-hmm.
and weapons. And really, that's about it. What happened? What? Oh, okay. Ashley said something, and I was like, what? And come to find out, it was the cat was licking her toe. Our cats are weird. They like licking toes. Anyway,
They go lim 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 lim.
Okay.
and they're like blink, blink, blink.
Zane is like, shut up.
No. I would never say such a thing.
Anyways,
So wherever the stranger put my crochet hook, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna sniff it and I'm gonna go, this does not smell like me.
me. Well, the stranger just kind of snorts again. You have no, hold on. You no nose.
I'm gonna scratch my nose and kind of.
Of course, when he said no nose, he kind of like flicks his own because he doesn't have his mask on right now. At least I don't.
He did put it back on.
Did he put it back on?
Yeah, you put it back on after you finished eating.
Okay,
So
that's
really
what I
and
thought.
truthfully, anything that about with sniffing it isn't really been a thing.
No,
That's in the past.
he did smell it.
I've been taking stupid notes.
That's fine. I appreciate it.
I've been taking stupid notes.
Because I don't, and I'm like, what did I do last time? Oh well, we're gonna go this way anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, who said he could sniff? He can't smell through his mask though, because he does have tubes in his nose.
Right.
Anyway, well, he kind of.
By the way,
Yes.
sweet. I don't know if it changed on Twitch itself, but when you went live, it still said episode 1.
Oh, it should have. Did I not flick done?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Okay, my bad. It should change now.
Yep, though.
Yahoo!
Okay. It says it.
Figured like that, you know.
I appreciate
To
it,
know that.
because I didn't click the button, apparently. I clicked start, but I didn't click done. Anyway. When Fox had said, you have no nose, he just kind of flicks the tip of the mask before, kind of looking at, well, tilting his head. Flicking the mask actually made him think of something. Especially if he's going to get you out of here. Well, he kind of points to the blanket and says, you take.
Who's he looking at?
Anyone. He's like in the doorway. So he's looking at everybody. You can't really see where he's looking.
What good is a blanket gonna do us?
I mean, we don't know if it's hot or cold outside, so if it's cold, we might want it.
Plus, it's one of the things that he could not destroy.
I take the second to, get his attention for facts of that we don't know anything about this gentleman. So I want to question him.
Oh, his head like actually turns toward you instead of like at looking at the overall group. You having claimed his attention. He says nothing as he waits for you to, say what's on your mind.
So I have mostly two questions for you. One, how are we supposed to be addressing you? For one, you've never told us anything. It would be kind of nice to be able to at least get your attention without being estranged, I guess. And two, where are we? Clearly, we're not where we were before.
Certainly not Kansas.
I was waiting for it. Waiting for that.
So was I. Well, the stranger. Confusion and thoughtfulness kind of shows in his features as he then, with his plug nose, says, "Fox." And then when he says location or place, he just says, "My home."
Didn't expect that one.
Does your home have a name?
Why wouldn't the house have...
Well, you weren't exactly specific, so he gave you the broad answer.
I understand that, but that's not my concern.
Uh,
I got the accent somewhat what I was expecting from it.
Right. Well, again, you ask broad questions, you're going to get broad answers.
And I'm gonna go, I wouldn't rule out Area 51 at this point.
Well, he legit tilts his head at you when you said that. Of course, he's never heard of such an area.
I was looking at, does your home have a name? It must have a name.
Again, confusion, you could see evident, again, in his posture. Before, he just kind of, gives a little shrug. Of course, his home really doesn't have a name. No one knows that it exists except for you guys and him. What is your passive perceptions?
Passive perception?
I don't know. That one never got filled out.
Yeah, that one isn't filled up.
I
I know I have a proficiency of perception, but it would be what? Just the two then?
No, I think it would be a 10.
So my wisdom.
And then
Wait, is it wisdom plus perception plus the bonus?
It's 10
10
plus
plus
the
plus
bonus
bonus
plus
plus
your
your
wisdom
wisdom
modifier.
modifier.
I'm sorry, what?
So it'd be 12 then.
Yes.
13.
So then wait, so if it's just the wisdom number, if my wisdom's 10, it's just 10.
Yes.
Damn. I am not very perceptive.
18!
Well, Solify and Cinderly, as the quiet kind of falls over the room, they could hear wind and almost grit hitting the metal. Did we forget last time?
No. I was trying to
No.
get other information, but it didn't come.
I know it's meta, but again, meta.
Yeah, exactly. Not
His
trying the
home,
meta game.
metally, his home is in a continual sandstorm. It never stops. It's almost like a tornado force winds continuously. Hence why he's geared out the way he is.
Great.
Of course, as he's looking at all of you again, thoughtfulness, softens his features once again. Before he then just snaps his claws.
That makes me jump.
Well, he says nothing as he turns away, again scrounging around in the other room. He comes back into the room with, well, it looks like a big worn curtain. I mean, it's sun faded, but it's still strong. You can hear the strength as he tears it into strips. And each strip he tears, he hands it off.
Just gonna stare at it. I'm just gonna stare at it and just be thank you.
He then says, "You face."
And I'm going to look at him and go, in some places that's an insult.
It's almost similar.
Well, again, he tilts his head like a puppy would in confusion. Of course, he's trying to tell you it's to cover your face when you go outside.
What's wrong with my face?
Yes, but in the 90s it was your mom, your face.
Yes, but he doesn't know that. He is not an inheritor soul, so. Of course, his, he then just, again, shrugs like, whatever. Before pointing to it and pointing again to your face.
I think this is meant to shield the dust.
Like, great.
I'll just tie it around my face.
I will tie it around my face and because of spite will cover my eyes with it.
You would too, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Well, because you overdid it in his mind, you could hear kind of a snort, an amused snort, and suppressed laughter. As he just lets you do what you're gonna do.
Boy, he did say my face.
He did. That he did.
Broad questions get broad answers.
Exactly.
Damn.
He also doesn't really have the vocabulary to be like, you should put it around your face to protect you from the elements. He just goes, it goes on your face. Well,
Surprised he didn't get so frustrated with Simile that he just took it upon himself to wrap it around her face anyways.
I mean, honestly, at this point, if he tried to touch me, I would probably growl at him.
well, he would then growl back. But since you didn't, he hasn't yet.
Right.
Excuse me. But then he would go into the old try to establish hierarchy, and you don't want to mess with that well, because weird things can happen. Anyway. Oh, it's a piece of popcorn. Sorry, there was something white on my table, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Anyway. What the fuck? Well, after you all essentially don on the scarves, he then just kind of motions for you to move. Of course, since Cinderly's being, well, more or less a brat, you hear a sigh before he turns around and just kind of nudges you with his nose, like, move, come on. Of course, you're about the same height, aren't you? Or is he
I'm
shorter?
5'6.5".
So he's shorter. He's like 5'1".
Oh, small.
Yeah, he's small boy right now.
Oh, he's
Because
the same.
Remember, he was small when he was standing to me, chest height, but when he stretched out, he was high. So
I'm only 5'1", so he's as tall as me.
5'2".
Yep. You're just like an inch taller than him. You're about the height of his ears. Anyway.
I'd kind of grumble when he touched me, though. It's like, are you gonna even tell us anything, or are we just gonna have to do whatever you say?
I think it'd just be better to follow what he says right now. But
I mean, you
doesn't
could do what you
mean-
want, but... Well, again, being a thing of little words, he just nudges you again, growling as he does so. Of course, he doesn't like your
Quick
attitude.
question.
I don't like his either.
What's up?
In the equipment, is the dungeon pack my backpack, or is that something else?
That's separate.
Okay.
You will
so
attain that
I need
soon.
no, I'm just asking because I couldn't remember if I need to put that because I haven't grabbed it yet.
Ah, yes. So you should put your hiking or your camel backpack, which is empty of water, by the way.
That's fine. But yeah, I was chaos. So I snatch up my backpack real quick before popping out.
Is anyone going to pick up the blanket, or are they just going to leave it?
I'll shove it.
I could always just toss it in the backpack. No one.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna shove it in my backpack.
That's fine.
Oh no, you had the backpack, huh? I just
No.
had the.
I think you both have one.
We both
I
did.
haven't gone through mine yet. So.
Yeah, you both have
But I know which one
backpacks. Though
I think you went through yours a bit. I don't remember.
your extra clothing's gone. Your unsealed food, like if it was a Ziploc bag, it would have been tossed. Well, burnt, really. But if it was like a sealed bag, he'd be like, I guess it's okay. Any liquid, like if you had a water bottle, like a metallic water bottle, it would have been emptied, but there. Again, he was doing things to limit...
Lighten his load.
Well, not only lighten his load, but to limit exposure of anything you guys might have come in contact with. Because
Bacterial, viral,
fungal,
that kind of
whatever.
Okay, don't let anybody drink from the backpack besides myself. Got it. Because we don't know what's actually in there. I guess.
And the stuff that he couldn't destroy is because he threw it in the fire, but the fire didn't burn it. Which then he's like, well, I guess I'll just take it with me because it belongs to them.
Mm.
So that would mean the okay, yeah, because the metal, it's a metal case, so it would be damaged, but it wouldn't be destroyed.
Right.
Okay. Oh no, I was thinking because the medkit in the backpack always.
Mm.
It's a metal one, but it's small-ish. So it's not like it has tons of stuff in it.
Oh,
Enough to be used for me.
it might have teeth marks on it
That's fine.
because he didn't understand how it opened, but nothing else would have been disturbed.
Oh, yeah. I haven't opened it, so that's fine.
Mm.
So, okay, again, metagame so that you all understand. These items are kind of your anchor items.
Are, like I said, our necessity items, like the ones that we always kind of go around with.
Yes. It is
More or
like
less
what?
part of us.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Mm.
They're essentially in this world undestroyable, except for a few things.
Mm.
We're not going to go into that. If you come across it, we'll see. Let's see what else. There was something else I was going to tell you guys. Oh, someone should be holding on to Cinderly because she's essentially blinded herself and she
Mm.
would run into walls.
I'm not doing that. She did it to
Let her.
herself.
Well, if you want to let her, let her. You know, it's up to you guys.
I mean, I might pull it down eventually, but right now I'm being grumpy ass, so.
Well, you've more or less cooperated, so he doesn't seem the need to like put you in your place, quoty fingers, in his view.
I'd like to
Well, it's
see
like
him
at the
try.
same time, like I still haven't eaten anything, so really and truthfully, you know, everybody, even Cinderly, even though I don't think you finished eating, but I knew you tried at least. I know I didn't.
I
So,
sipped on it.
No.
yeah, I'm the only one that hasn't actually eaten anything.
In his view, in his thought process, he's fed you, he's given you guys something to drink. It's time to now get you back to your people, quoty fingers.
Mm.
He doesn't know if you're from another continent or what. But in his mind, the biggest way for you guys to know how to get back to where you were is to get you back to civilization.
Mm.
That's his views.
Fair. But I will shove the blanket in my backpack.
Okay. Because it's slightly important to you guys. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
The blanket with the dragon on it?
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of explained it, but
This one. I will copy
it should
again.
be just right up in the same chat.
Copy pasta. Ta-da!
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, when you guys weren't moving as fast as he was like, he kind of goes, I can't, I can't do it with my voice is, thick as it is. Well, he kind of like gives a little nudge with his nose to whomever he's close to, whomever it is, he nudges. Of course, it's a friendly nudge. It's not like, hurry up and come on. Again, he's a traveling boy. He's excited to get back on the road.
Hey, we're moving. We're moving.
Well, as soon as y'all get to the front door, he pulls it open. Of course, it sounds heavy. Like, it sounds like it should belong more on a vault door than an actual front door. As the wind and sand flow in.
Oh.
Well, he then goes, hold on. We go.
What are we holding hands or some shit? Like, what's going on?
That's kind of what he suggested, but, it's up to you to interpret it however you want.
And hearing the extra wind and stuff, I'd probably have pulled the thing down below my eyes so I could actually see.
You don't see much, just almost like a wall of moving, I almost said snow, moving sand.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have snow than sand.
Right? No,
Same.
Sure.
it would hurt less.
No.
It would hurt less, but frostbite would accumulate. If the wound's moving that quickly. Oh, it's actually probably not. If it's moving that quickly and it's staying freezing.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
small
true.
hail. Probably just as bad.
Yeah, probably.
Just
Hey,
cold.
maybe that would help put
Granted,
us in the right category.
Aren't you?
I am now. I was just in dungeon 2 seconds ago.
What's the difference? What's just dungeon?
I don't know. It said 0 followers. I'm like, that's not it.
Dungeon. Which, do you have something we need to talk about? Actually, no, we don't want to know.
Exactly.
We already know your issues with
Yeah,
your own
issues.
POS.
We don't need to know how deep you get. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's
That's all you need to know. We just don't want to know how deep it gets.
there. It's okay.
I'm just not going to ask questions.
Exactly.
Sounds you make.
She was just so confused. Anyway. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm still getting over this bronchitis, flu, cold shit.
Ugh.
Anyway,
That flu is going around like crazy.
I held it off for a week. Then I got sick.
I was
No.
I was quarantined from her, and all of a sudden she ended up getting sick anyway. So like, what the fuck was the point?
Right?
It's still your fault, though.
Yeah, it is still my fault.
Anyway. The stranger steps out into Fox steps out into the whipping snow and wind, snow, the whipping sand and wind. As if this was
snow.
no, because it's desert.
I know.
I guess
desert can't have snow.
That's what I was going to say. Technically, Antarctica is a desert. Anyway,
Too. That's the wrong guy. I did. Fuck.
of course, he turns back or after taking a couple of steps into the wind to watch. Of course, with all his gear and coverings on, you can't see it, but his tails just go wagging like, "Ooh, we're traveling again." What? He's a happy boy when traveling.
That's adorable.
I'm more focused on trying to keep my face covered so it doesn't hurt from the sand.
Well,
Probably bitching the whole time too.
I can see that. Well, over the wind, he howls, "Hold on! Keep track!"
Okay.
Runs into someone.
Of course you would. Because you pull a Cinderly and pull it over your eyes, because the sand hurts.
Right.
Was there any specific directions coming from?
It seems to you. It seems to be moving in in a cyclone. You're just off the. It seems like you're just off the middle of the eye. So it would probably
Hang
be going from left to right.
on.
So I would have my arm up, across along my face. They try to keep somewhat of a blocking of the around my eyes, but keeping an eye and still moving forward for that.
Well, he had scampered ahead, of course, almost disappearing as soon as he took more than 3 steps. Before he had circled back around, gently kind of nudging whoever's last, probably Solify.
Me.
Go, come on, come on.
I'm going.
Of course, when the last person finally steps out of the door, it shuts almost by itself because of a system of wait and pulleys he has installed inside.
Mm.
Of course, it slams. Huh?
Just curious. Sorry.
Sorry.
If my armor's heavy armor, does that mean it comes with a helmet?
Yes.
Does it have the face cover thingy like a knight?
It could. However, you still have islets, which let
I still have
shit in.
Damn it.
I mean, unless you don't want to see where you're going.
No, I definitely want to see where I'm going.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know. The way you keep running.
Of course, since you are since you had pointed out you're wearing heavy armor, the sand for you is difficult terrain. So you're slowed down and you could feel it slowly filling up your boots.
Oh, man.
Sand's not comfortable terrain for anybody to travel.
True.
Right.
But
Yeah.
for her, it's specifically more.
Well, she'd be slowed down just by the weight of the arm in general. So
Right. I mean, everybody's boots and shoes and whatever will be filled with sand, but hers more. I, this was like years and years ago. I don't know if any of you remember it. I think Ash or Solify is too young for it. But there was this one skit on Funniest Home Videos where Bob Saget was dumping sand out of his shoe. And it ended up being a huge pile when, after commercials are back. And he's still dumping sand out of it. That's kind of what's going to happen to you, Zahina.
Oh, great.
Anyways.
I'm just walking along. Sand gets everywhere.
Of course.
Nature, make this shit.
It's nature's glitter. Sorry, that came up before I could flip my mic up. Anyway. Well.
How hot is the sand? Because I'm very tempted just to take my damn boots off and walk barefoot.
Well, I wouldn't suggest doing that, to be honest.
Uh-oh.
Because not only are you in the middle of the desert, you would expose your very vulnerable toesies to whipping sand.
You would take damage every time you step.
Okay, boots stay on. Got it.
Unless you're like Fox and your paw pads are used to this sort of thing.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's all right. Well, he would scamper ahead before circling back, popping up out of nowhere behind Zahina, gently nudging her along, like going, "Come on, faster!" Like she could go faster.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, clunk, clunk. Like,
Chunk,
okay,
Crunch.
I could see her acting almost like a Link with the heavy boots.
With the iron boots on.
Iron boots. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Or hold on. Or like Alphonse Elric. When he's done walking, he just opens his chest plate and just sand falls out. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So much.
Well, after about, I want to say a mile of this, the winds finally start to die down.
Oh.
Of course.
I'm tired.
When you're out of the sandstorm, you can hear the leather and the metal clinking and straps as Fox shakes himself off.
Ugh.
Of course, his armor and gear is specifically oriented to not let things in. So it would all stick to the earth. If anything, it would go down the neck and be out.
Hmm.
But now you're underneath the scorching sun in the middle of a seemingly vast desert with little life.
Really? This is it? This is what's outside the stupid storm? Absolutely nothing!
Well, Fox looks at you just with a tilt of his head, not understanding your outburst.
Just thank God that we ate before we left, because I don't think I can handle any of this. I just want to go home.
Okay.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'm.
Okay. That's all he has to say.
You good?
Of course, in his mind, that's what he's trying to do, to get you home. Or at least put you on the path to get home.
Mhm.
Little does he know that, well, it's a little more difficult than just dropping you off at, the nearest civilization and say bye-bye.
Right.
I'm just like... Dink, dink, dink. Oh, Esther. Oh, she...
And as we're doing this, we should have just asked him for a cell phone.
I mean, you're more than welcome to.
And I'm off just on a tyrant saying I'm stuck in I don't know where I am. We're stuck in the desert with absolutely nothing. It's a cell phone. Cell phone.
Sally Fun? He blinks before pulling out a rock and say, fun?
No
Ooh.
phone. ET phone home.
Who E.T.? Phone, as he points
Extra
to the rock. Of course, what he has and what you don't, well, hold on. Who has arcane knowledge?
Mm.
Yes. Roll me an arcane check. It's all right. Excuse me. Yeah, as I squeak like a 12-year-old boy going through puberty. You guys can also roll arcane knowledge. Anyone can.
It won't do much because I have no pluses in that.
It's all right. You could try.
Try.
Okay. Ow, Esther, that hurt. She's developed a habit when she wants your attention, she digs her claws into you.
Saying,
Okay.
pay attention to me, human.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know jack shit. Oh.
Does Acid want to
How do I do
roll?
it? How do I do it? I have it open, but then do I have to put anything in for the message?
Roll
I did that.
1d20 plus,
It's got to have a slash in front of it.
I have that.
like,
I just didn't
plus
know what
5. Of course I would get that.
And if I don't have arcane, do I put the +1 off for my intelligence or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then do I put that in the message as well or no? Or just put it?
You can.
Oh, you didn't say intelligence.
Intelligence is arcane knowledge.
Arcane. Yeah.
Ah,
You can.
It would be 9, so nothing.
So yours is a 9. Yours would be 9, 10, 11, a 13. So both Cinderly and Soul would know that this rock is not a normal rock that he's pointing to. There's something magical about it. Granted, it's not a cell phone, but it's something close. Ascending stone.
It's a rock.
it's not a normal rock, though. But that is definitely not a cell phone.
No, a cell phone. It goes flip, flip. You know, bing, 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 bong.
Cell phones haven't flips in a long time.
Actually, there are flip phones out still.
I know, but like, not many people have them.
But the mainstream don't flip. But whatever.
Not unless you get a Samsung flip phone.
That's what I said. Some of them still do, but most of them don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course, when you're like bing bong ding dong, he pulls out smaller pebbles as he goes, phone? Of course, this is just normal pebbles now, but they're like for slinging. As he goes, phone?
And I'm going to go, do you know what electricity is?
He gets kind of like, you can't see it, but he fluffs up underneath as he goes, oh, bad zap.
Cell phones are usually powered by electricity.
No, bad zap, bad zap.
I don't think there's
We-
gonna be cell phones here.
Me either, but it didn't hurt to ask. Where would we be that doesn't have cell phones, though?
Oh.
Desert.
Same place that needs armor. And I make a gesture of just, kind of gesturing to Zahina in her armor, and the Gambus and me and are wearing the leather armor. You don't normally, in where we're from, need this. Or just have it laying around. Let alone a humanoid fox, gesturing to the gentleman named Fox.
Well,
Yeah,
his
they're not very creative with their names either, are they?
Sorry, I'm trying not to like bust out laughing. Anyway. he just kind of like watches you with a tilt of his head now, not understanding. Before, no, his attention then seems to be drawn elsewhere.
Hmm?
Of course, you can't see it, but his ears are now perked.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit right here in this. Oh, it's hot sand. Hot sand.
Well, as you're talking, he just kind of goes, shh, putting a hand over your mouth.
Excuse me. But it's all muffled and stuff because apparently I have a hand over my mouth.
Yes, you have a hand over your mouth. More like a paw over your mouth. No, he goes, quiet! And, yelling whisper. Company.
Hmm?
He doesn't say that. He goes, no friends.
Oh.
Yeah, trying to push across that he hears, well, not exactly friendlies, but something?
Bandits?
Depends.
Can't really do anything right now.
Hmm. What is it?
Well, you hear him, or not hear him, you see him focus specifically ahead of you and off to the right.
Hmm?
As he goes, shh. Of course, he then walks forward real slowly and softly, barely disturbing the sand as he moves. Yes. Not after giving a final shh.
Sticks my tongue out at him.
Had he been paying attention, he would have snatched that tongue out your face. But he wasn't paying attention to you. God damn it. I dropped my cough drop. How rude. It's right there. Yeah. And Esther's like, food? Food? No cough drop. Not food. Anyways. Well, I mean, you could try and follow him or just stay in a group where you are. As he ascends the nearest dune. Of course, he kind of crouches down, almost going invisible against the sand.
Oh no.
Was that a oh no?
No, I said I'd follow up on slowly, but follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yep. Following him.
Same. It's like, I am not letting this dude leave me in the desert alone. Screw that.
All right. Roll me all stealth checks.
Sidley, don't let us down.
right?
So
It's
would
your
be
1d20 plus your dex modifier, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll be up in a minute.
Dex modifier. Oh. Okay.
oops, I put 2Ds in there for a sake.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit equal 6.
Oh, Jesus
That's the
Christ.
wrong button.
Oops.
That's still
Nice one,
bad.
Ashley.
How?
Wait.
Can we roll
Oh
again?
no, because that's the way the dice rolls. And we're gonna take a quick break because our dinner is ready.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll be right back.
Lord.
that's everybody rolling really fucking
I did worse than
ass.
you, Sidley.
Ha!
Zahina's going clunk, 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 clunk. Oh, she.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have armor on, so yeah, I probably am going clunk, 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 clunk,
Wait,
clunk, clunk.
doesn't heavy armor like also take away?
Hmm?
It's okay. We'll
Heavy
let it
armor
slide this time.
you're on the lowest out of all of us, anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um,
I was
am
actually
really the
wondering
one
if
with
I
the
was going to
highest
end up.
stealth? I don't know.
I actually wondered if I was going to end up rolling with disadvantage because of my armor, but
I think I even forgot to add something in there.
Clearly, you didn't need to.
no. Jesus Christ. Uh. Oh, wait, do you think I'm going to alert her friend this time, Sidley?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I've done it now.
What was it? What? Huh? I'm confused.
Don't worry about it.
Everybody rolled terribly there. Yay! We're all in this together.
Just I'm in danger.
I wouldn't say we're exactly in danger. At least we don't know yet. You're just not good at being stealthy yet.
God. Okay, I guess I'll temporarily go back to crafting of the mines.
You stopped?
I must focus. Where I am right now is
Update is
very
going. That's the reason why. Pause the fuck up. You're ruining everything.
Ooh, 2 arches. What is this? Nothing can go wrong if I go through them, right?
Everything can go wrong.
Nope, nothing happened. You guys want to see a funny picture I took before? I'll put it inside chat. I died a couple, so I just come back to a room full of my corpses.
Nice.
Oops, Alzahidas. Turtle! Hello, Mr. Turtle. Oh, that's an alligator snapping turtle. No wonder it isn't friendly.
Yeah, you're playing Alex's mom with Alex's moms. Like I said, there's alligators, there's Komodo dragons, there's gorillas, there's I forgot the one monkey's called, but you could have it right on your shoulder and you can throw
Lemur?
gravel at things. No, it's
Bonobo?
not lemur.
Anteaters! Oh, I
But
found
then you can
Anteater.
also give it the ancient dart, and it becomes Balloon's tower defense monkey.
Hmm.
It throws darts at things.
This wasn't an alligator though. It's an alligator snapping turtle.
I know. It's the only way you can get allergy something off of them when they have
Nom
when you
nom.
have they have allergy growing on them. You take shears to them and you cut off the scutes off of them.
I miss
And then you make a
Falafi.
special
Really?
armor. But
Rude.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I didn't really want it.
I was looking over at my
Oh, I didn't
chat.
catch it. Dang.
Damn. You guys ate quick.
No, I've got my food right here.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, you guys ate fast. I thought I ate
Everybody's
fast.
an Uber.
No, I have it right here. I just went and grabbed it. I think Ashley's eating upstairs though.
So what'd you bring us for dinner?
We have cube steak, instant mashed potatoes with sour cream and chive onions, corn,
Instant.
and green beans.
Oh my God, share.
No,
Please share.
no.
But it sounds so good.
That's your own fault.
It is good. It's one of our go-to meals when people are feeling icky.
Nice.
I got blown up by a creeper. God damn it.
How rude. Oh, these are canned green beans. Ugh.
Yummy.
Gross.
They're tinny.
I'm not a big
No.
fan of instant mashed potatoes either. So
I will not eat canned green beans ever.
Oh, I love them because of how salty they are. That's why I like them. They're salty. It's like, salt. Sweet, delicious, unhealthy salt.
Ugh.
Yummy. I also like regular green beans. Green beans are my favorite vegetable, but
Cucumbers are mine.
Can't relate.
What?
oh hi. This looks like an altar of some kind. Neat. I'm gonna put a fire in the middle. Oh no, it's stairs. Even better. Because nothing bad could happen for me going downstairs here.
Uh-huh.
That's what they all say.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
Liar. An explosion happens. She triggered the
Nah.
trap.
Now, which way do I go? That's the stairs.
Least.
Oh, God. I am very worried, though. I rolled so. Nice knowing you guys. Oh, boy. Yeah, these are definitely pressure plates. Yep. So you know what we do? We cheat and we go this way with the pickaxe.
or just break them all.
Or that. I'm literally just skirting around the edge of the room.
So, what are your thoughts so far?
We're gonna die.
You can get roasted in your own armor.
And it won't be my fault this time.
Are you
God
sure?
damn it.
Are you sure about that?
No, it'll be mine because I rolled the lowest.
I just thought it was like, you know, sure. Well, that would-
Damn clunky
Roll that
armor.
one.
I was going to have you roll with disadvantage, but since you rolled 1, you really can't get any
Eh?
lower than that.
Technically, you could have, because you could have rolled like Cinderlane with 1 and then -1. And then 0.
Yeah, but she's got a better dex modifier. I trip over my own 2 feet in real life, so I figured I needed the negative in D&D too.
Arr.
I didn't even roll that good, even with my +6, so it's really not even.
Psst, 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 psst.
Hang on, I'm gonna go get some water.
All right, go get yourself some water, take a potty break, you know.
Hydrate or dehydrate.
Sure.
Never fully understood that, but okay.
It's going nod my head.
What you watching there, Soul?
I have no idea. That's my first.
Here's the problem.
Okay. I return with water and chocolate.
Don't choke on it.
No comment.
Yeah, Noah not allowed to breathe the water.
Oh, God.
Breathing is cool.
Just not with water in it.
Mm-hmm.
Without the water included in the breathing part.
Mm-hmm. One day at work, I was drinking soda, and
It came out your nose.
I was watching a girl on probably TikTok, and something funny came up. I laughed so hard the soda came out of my nose.
How did I call that?
It was horrible.
Seriously, how did I fucking call that?
Yeah, it was bad. I was like, ah, that was awful.
Yeah, well, I had a sketty noodle almost come out my nose.
Oh my god!
I was laughing so
Ah!
hard. Yeah. That was a interesting feeling.
Zahina's fault.
Not now.
I know. It's still Zahina's fault. Though.
Are you telling me about it, Soap?
Mhm.
Pando, I am the streamer. I have been here the whole time.
Are you sure?
Yes. So hush your face.
No.
Anyway.
I'm being all cute and shit. You know you're not allowed, right?
Okay. Now that I've inhaled dinner, are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
Ready
I
to
mean-
let Zahina to like fall on her back and hook it up or something like that.
I think it's gonna be worse than that.
Well,
Imitating like last time we played.
Fall back, fall into some like quicksand or something.
what's that, Cinderly?
My pump's alarming at me. It'll be all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you need to go, let us know.
I will.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, well, with the rolls that you have all rolled, spectacular, by the way,
Sometimes we love it.
you're not going to draw the attention of anybody. Said no one ever. Anyway, well, y'all disregard the sneakiness of Fox, he's almost like blending in with everything and not drawing attention, as you guys just stand up looking over the dune. I have to decide something real quick.
She has to decide how she's gonna kill us.
Okay. Well, good thing that they weren't really looking for you, as there was a fight going on down below. One lone celestial versus several humans.
Huh?
Well,
You wouldn't know it's a celestial or what that is.
oh, whoops. Humanoid fox in military garb. Let's see if let me open up. Bad guy, where is it? Excuse me. Excuse me again. Huh. Okay. I'm looking.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I am looking through my mountain of sorted pictures here.
I guess I have to believe you for now.
I guess I don't really have a picture that I'm looking for. I do not. I have a specific picture in mind that I don't have, apparently. So, we're just gonna go with... Where'd it go? I just saw it. Guess we'll go with this one. Except for the snow is more sand. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your face.
He just made snow.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
technically, a snowy tundra is still a desert.
Yes, but
We already went over that, but
yes, we did. Oh, here's a better picture. More slightly like that.
Ooh. Samurai. It's a fox samurai.
Sure.
It's kind of cool.
Ooh. Well, one versus many is not odds that you want to favor, or you want, and English are not the odds you want, especially when they're not in your favor.
no.
Now, you see a horse is standing nearby as he's fighting off these humans. Of course, as he strikes one of the humans down, one of the humans in the back shoots an arrow. Because of his inattention, or because he was only focused on what's in front of him and not everything, he didn't see the arrow coming, literally. And it struck this poor fox right in the eye. Of course,
good.
a fox growls. Of course, his feet kind of pitter pattering in the sand as he's trying to decide what to do. But as soon as that arrow was let loose, he let loose. He snarls, which sounded deeper and more menacing than what you've ever heard. Before he charges in. Of course, as he runs in, the first strike, his hook swords cleave the archer in twain. Again, as without even slowing down, he cuts two more down with a single swipe. His swords so sharp, cutting through their leather armor and shitty flak armor like butter.
What do you mean by flak armor?
Well, it's more of a composite armor, like metal plates under cloth. More for maneuverability than for actual protection. Like
When you say flak armor, I think actual flak armor. Like
right, I understand. And
military.
I apologize.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just making sure because it's just kind of one of those weird things where like there's so many different things as flak.
I get it.
Because there's an older variant, like you've probably done meeting there, and then there's like the old war, World War flak armor, which was supposed to protect you from flak flak cannons.
Right.
But so.
Well, basically the important parts are covered on the like the chest and stomach, but the rest are like for maneuverability and not really full protection. Of course, the metal is an inferior metal to his, so his wins every time. Oh, after he's taken out all the humans, he races to his species mate. He's not exactly a he friend.
The hurt person to see if they're okay.
Yes. Well, uh, Fox actually had taken off his mask so he could fully or have his full vision and not just like looking through gems, basically.
Mm-hmm.
As well, he administers first aid. His hands quicker than what you could really keep up with. Of course, he had managed to pull the arrow and eye from the socket. Of course, cleanly severing the optic nerve. Because there's no way of saving the eye. Well, something odd you see him shove something within the socket, but you couldn't catch what it was because it like flashed in the sunlight and blinded whomever was looking for a moment before he was wrapping bandages around the face. Well, of course, this much smaller fox picks up the more injured one as if it was, or they were lighter than anything, before whistling and kind of clicking his tongue. The horse responding, coming closer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, well, the horse isn't really a horse as it comes closer. The ears were wrong. The tail was wrong. It was more of a draft mule hybrid. Think of the size of a shire, but with the ears and the tail of donkey. And the color of wet sand. Well, once the horse was within reach, with a heave, Fox kind of drapes the more injured one over the horse. Of course, out of habit, he searches the pockets.
Oh man, I was gonna loot the bodies.
No, he's focused on the horse, not the bodies.
Oh,
We're also
nice.
pretty far away from the carnage still.
I
We're
mean,
still up on the dune comparatively.
yeah, if you want to go over there, you can.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
sneak down to start searching the bodies. Like, Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask Fox if he needs any help.
Oh, a fox just shakes his head in response, making sure that the injured one was lashed securely. You know, kind of tying a rope crisscross over him and under the saddle. Of course, already pocketing, food and supplies from the horse beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Before he then, like, gives a different kind of like guttural, it was like a croak almost, before going hi-ya and slapping the mule horse right on the ass. It didn't appreciate that as it whinnies before taking off. Of course, he had given it the trained signal. This is meta knowledge here. He gave it the trained signal to go home. So that whatever the person needs will get when it returns back to base.
Ooh.
No, he watches the horse as it disappears. Almost making sure it's still going in the right direction before he snorts again, reaching up and pulling down the mask once more. All right, again, meta knowledge. The tubes are basically to catch the condensation of his breath, and which filters into a different, like almost bottle for drinkable water. I mean, he has all sorts of weird gadgets on him to help conserve and retain water.
Oh.
Of course, not that he'd let any of you look at his armor right now, but he has like stuff that even catches his sweat, and
Gross.
which would siphon that into something else to through filters that he's made. He's been living out in the desert for a long time, and he's ingenious.
Adapted.
That's the word. Adapted. Thank you. I'm like he has ingenious ways of adapting to the environment, which you really don't see a whole lot of. I mean, he probably even has something that he pees in. Not that he would show you or let you know that he does, because it's all about conserving water. Anyway, I digress.
Honestly, I don't want to know.
Anyway,
Same.
like I said, I digress. Excuse me.
Do I find anything as I just casually loot the bodies?
I don't know, do you?
Oh, I gotta roll. Duh. Hold on.
All right. I mean, there's more than one body.
True.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So here's a little thing that it's kind of better, but
Yes?
we are normal people.
Yes.
Why are you guys so instantly jumping to loot the body? We are supposed to be normal people. We're not supposed to understand what's going on. There's no reason for us to go loot the body. Let alone, you would think you would be a little bit more hesitant after seeing people just slaughtered. But
Right, you're right.
Fair. Although technically it's like, think they got any food on them or anything.
Well, our first thought would probably be, where's the cops?
Right, right.
And why is there another fox?
Okay.
Why'd you let the horse go? You could have rode it. I can see Cinderly getting angry over the fact that, why'd you just make the horse go? We could have used that.
No, I'm not interested in riding a horse. I've never rode one in
We
real
could have ate
life.
it.
Ew.
I'm sorry, what? 8. I heard something
And
else, which is why.
to be fair, if we're who we are in real life, I've played enough video games to know to loot the body.
Right.
True, but you're not desensitized to death and gore.
You're right.
Real
Yet.
life death and gore.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, I would have just
Nobody's been on the battlefield.
right. I would have just stood there and been like, "Damn."
Yeah, true. Okay,
My biggest
fine.
thing is, like, I would
That's true.
still be affected by it, but, you know, I'm stupid cheap, so.
Did you say stupid sheep?
Not shit, but, you know.
Ah.
Okay, fine. I take it back. I won't loot the bodies.
Well, since you're not going to loot the bodies, Fox does. Of course, he's already stripping them of their clothing. You can hear, like, fabric ripping as he's looking at the plates.
Uh,
Of course, he's muttering to himself. Of course, you guys don't understand it, and mostly it's like... He could be just grumbling to himself, you don't know. Of course, he's so desensitized, and he goes into survival mode, opening up, their pockets and looking through them. Of course, letting the... Yeah. Looking at the weapons and before kind of just tossing them behind him. One word you do understand, well, Solify would understand it, is junk.
Junk?
Of course, he said that in Draconic. As he's still searching through the pockets. Of course, there's one contraption. I don't know if you want to call it a contraption. One thing that he comes across. It's like the forever flint.
Oh yeah.
the what?
What is? A forever flint. It's like a flint or a weatherproof, waterproof tinder. Almost a tinderbox, almost.
Oh.
It's a camping thing usually.
What's the matter? CP? Can you hang on for another half hour? Okay.
Wakey soul.
Thanks, Sahina.
Well, we could also, pick this up again Sunday night.
Oh.
Was it Sunday night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, well, he kind of fiddles with it, looking at it before striking it, kind of jumping slightly as he goes, "Oh! Fire!" Of course, after he figured it out, he kind of laughs to himself like he's proud of himself. And he tucks it back into his pocket. That's something to sell later. Because he doesn't need it.
Or play around with,
Well, he uh, he comes to the final body, which was the archer, pulling out a very, 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 very old uh flint stock pistol. What this? Of course, he looks down the barrel, like puts it up to his eye and looks down it.
No, 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 no,
It's a gun!
Hmm? He says, kind of perking up and looking at you, still pointing at his face.
I go up to him and I gently take the gun.
It's like mechanical bow and arrow. Assume it's loaded.
Always assume a gun is loaded.
He just goes, good. Nah. Of course, it's sounding weird on his tongue and feeling weird on his tongue as he tries to pronounce it. As he just kind of goes, and gets back to rifling through the pockets, finding extra bullets, wadding, and, the stick that I forget what it's called, plunger. And she goes, with this. Yeah. Of course, he had licked the end of the plunger.
This is
Ew.
a pretty cool gun.
Ew.
But
Probably
that's how
called gunpowder.
that's how
Oh.
he explores the world and he understands. As he goes, blah, blah, boom. Yeah.
Yes, boom.
Yeah. Very loud boom. Do me a favor and please don't fire that near me. My ears will thank you.
I don't even know how to use it.
He goes, fire, pulling out his new toy. He goes, he strikes the match. He goes, fire.
No.
As he goes, like a little toy or a little kid with a new toy.
No, we don't do that here.
He tucks it back amongst his stuff. It's seemingly disappearing somewhere on his body. Before he kind of holds up some gems and gold coins. He goes, shiny.
Okay, Gollum.
They are shiny.
Do I need to mentally remind you he was raised by a dragon?
Yeah, I know. I know.
So he's like, more shinies for me. Of course, he doesn't say so much. He's just like, look, shinies. Before, dropping it into his shiny pouch. Of course, when someone took a step to look closer, he goes, grr, mine.
Okay.
Well, his ears perk as he looks around, sniffing the air. As he goes, must go.
Now where we're going.
Well, he pulls his mask back down before turning and abruptly headbutting Solify right in the leg.
Oh!
Of course, he's on all fours when he does this. As he goes, must go. Get home.
Why me?
Because you
And I'm
just
gonna go, but we need to know where.
we go town. Get you home.
Oh.
As he,
Oh,
of course, he's now almost on all fours, kind of headbutting and nudging you guys in the right direction.
There's a town Why didn't you say so earlier?
Right? What's the name of the town?
Because he shrugs his shoulders. Of course, that's a piece of information that never has been relevant to him. It's just a place where he goes to trade off some of his goods that he finds and the goods that he makes.
Still doesn't help us know where we're at.
Well, it helps that he doesn't really know either.
Yeah.
I don't have people. People like us. Not that you're not a person.
Well,
Yeah, but we really want to see people like us. We don't know where we're at. It could be bad people like us.
Could be good too. Won't know till we get there.
Well, he kind of watches you guys like he's watching a volleyball match, his head going back and forth, watching you guys talk to each other, before he gets fed up and just headbutts Sahina.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Of course, saying without any words, okay, tired of talking, let's go.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and shake my head at him. Which way?
Well, he's been pushing you back toward the way that you guys were going before he stopped to help.
So I'm gonna go walk the way we were going and assume I'm going the right direction and just huff in that direction.
Well, he follows your huff with a snort. Like, yeah, I can make noises too. Before,
This guy.
of course, he's now like having a rare moment of almost puppyhood as he's kind of circling around, moving faster than you guys could on all fours. He's sniffing and then coming back, and then going away and then coming back. Like, come on, hurry.
My feet hurt.
Well, the shoes might be too big, too, or too small, or both. One too big, one too small. Because the stuff he didn't exactly, like, measure you for. He just threw it at you and, like, okay, come on, let's go.
I hope there's water where we're going.
Well, he pulls out a bottle and he goes, water? Offering it to you.
Not
Well, it's
that
not,
water.
it's not really a water. It's like a water skin. Of course, you don't know where he pulled it from.
Right. That's why I'm like.
That's why I'm like, not that kind of water.
He tilts his head. What water? This water.
I need ice.
Ice? Of course, he blinks for a moment, kept pulling out a different stone, which seemed to be like almost frigid. He goes, ice. Mine! But ice.
I swear, this guy.
He's a puppy. I mean,
He's a puppy. He do no wrong.
I know, but you don't know he puppy yet. Pardon. I was kind of hoping you didn't hear it. That's why I kind of sank down into the chair.
Yeah, but you sitting down made it louder.
Do we want to know?
I pooted.
Booted.
Ah,
Oof. Share the love.
Oh my god.
I pooted in its mouth. Anyway, well,
Get the Glade or the Febreze.
I have a fan.
though she made it worse because she made a kind of a tunnel, which goes underneath the table and then goes back out toward her.
But I don't smell anything.
Now,
Uh,
anyway, well, he puts the elemental rock away before kind of wagging his tail. Of course, he can't exactly see the tail, but it looks like he's wagging his butt, but it's actually his tail. As he's, again, kind of excited, running away and coming back, exploring the land, scouting ahead before coming back. Of course, one time he went out of your sight, but when he returned, he drops, like literally out of his mouth, drops a lizard. As he goes, good food. It's dead, but it's a lizard.
still freak out.
He blinks, looking up at you as he goes, food. Good food.
No thanks.
Of course, he just, like, shrugs, just biting into the lizard raw. Like, it was like a very wet, squelchy crunch as he had bitten off one of the legs he was chewing. Of course, kind of bouncing on his toes. Kind of like a happy dance almost.
Ugh.
I wonder if he likes ear scratches.
If you want to pull back a nub. Because he doesn't quite know you like that. Yet.
And I was saying it more sarcastically.
And I was just letting you know metally that if you went to try and scratch him, he'd snap at you.
I don't have good scratchy claws anyway. I keep my nails short.
He's got enough claws for everybody.
Right.
Claws for days.
And this is again metally. But if someone close to him were to die, he would actually cut them off. His claws. Down to the quick.
Dang.
It's a mourning ritual thing. Almost like if you die, take my natural weapon with you type of significance. But again, we'll probably encounter that later down the line. However, he's just eating this lizard raw like it's no big deal and there's no such things as worms. Excuse me.
Now I'm going to be a little worried about what he fed us earlier. At least it was cooked, but still.
Well, seeing your expression, he looks or offers the bitten and raw lizard. Goes, foot?
No.
Okay.
Would make us sick.
He just kind of shrugs and says, okay. With another wet, sickening crunch, he devours the rest of it before kind of slurping like a spaghetti noodle the tail. course, he licks his chops like a dog before he goes, good food. Before he looks up at the skies, he goes, dark suit, come, come.
Okay.
How much longer?
You whine like pop. Of course, only she heard it. He said it in Draconic, so to everyone else, it just sounded like that grumbly. You know how dogs get sometimes, and they're just.
Yeah. I'd still laugh at his grumbling, though. Because I'm that way. I'm weird.
Of course, the more time he spends with you, the more reactive he is to you guys. The less seemingly walls that he puts up to keep himself safe. Well, he goes, soon, soon. Bed soon.
That's good.
No. He, again, on all fours, takes off. Running to, again, once more ahead of the group. Of course, he comes back with, well, a stick in his mouth. Of course.
What kind of stick?
Well, it's a fairly long. It looks like a dried stick, but the closer he got, the more you could see that there's berries on it. Of course, these are very edible desert berries. You have to know where to look to find them, and he knows where to look. Well, he drops the stick at your feet and goes, "Food, good food. Eat."
We already ate.
I'm gonna smell of the berries.
They smell like the mixture between a raspberry. I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose my voice. A mixture between a raspberry and a cranberry. Kind of a sweet and sour mix.
And you also remember, yes, we're in a desert, so you may be saying we've already eaten, but we're walking through sand. It's hot. We're sweating. You're gonna get munchy. Your breath's gonna get dry. Really, truthfully, taking a berry and just chewing on it will help you moisten your mouth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And it's there's quite a few actually on this branch here that he found.
So I'll take a few off and munch on them.
Well,
Crunch.
they taste
Huh?
just like you. They taste like just like you smell. They smell. They have a soft, kind of like a tough outside, but when you bite down into it, it kind of pops. It is full of juice, and it's very tasty.
I'll tell the group kind of what they taste like and that they're kind of juicy and it kind of helps the dry.
I'm just waiting and watching to make sure nothing happens because I don't know if they're freaking poisonous.
He would not offer you something poisonous.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
I mean, if he was going to poison anybody at this point, I think it would be me. But you know,
Right. Or you.
We've kind of been a bit of a pain in his butt. You're worse than me, but you know.
We all have,
Right.
but he's starting to learn what to look out for and ignore.
All right. I'll take a berry or two.
There's enough, everyone could have at least 10 berries.
I gotta be moderate. Fruit doesn't agree with me.
You still can pocket them for later, too. No. They're just
Then
desert berries.
I suggest whoever doesn't take berries, I'll put the rest in my backpack.
I'll
For
take a
storage.
few and eat them.
Because you never know.
They excuse me, they do help with the the dryness and fill you up a little bit. I mean, you're not satiated, but you're still not like I could go for a cheeseburger right now.
It'll be very. The best way to put it, it would be a temporary just pushing off the harshness, and then also just yeah. I can't think of the right word. I'm just making it now.
Yeah, it satiates you a little bit. No. He kind of like bounces a little on his toes before going, come, come, come. So close. Of course, you're not sure how close his close is. And another question you would wonder, where did he get this? Because you haven't seen a cave or really any greenery around anywhere.
Well, and we'd also wonder how much of his slobber's all over it too, but you know.
He didn't touch the berries. It was all over the stick. And the stick was about, maybe a foot long. And he had the broken end in his mouth, so the berries weren't even near him.
That's good.
Found a stick on the ground and now I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna totally abuse it. That's the first thing I thought of when you said that. Sweet.
Who says it wasn't going through his head?
Aww.
No. He again bounds away like a happy pup. Again, disappearing over the ridge and coming back. Then disappearing again and then coming back. And then finally, just as the sun was starting to set, you see that the desert wall that you've been following ends and turns to go away away from your left. And that's right where the town's structures have begun. And this is where we're gonna end it for tonight. We will pick it up Sunday.
Aww. Okay.
You all have a wonderful evening. Stay sweet, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.